What is up? Trying to get this set up a little bit. You know what I mean? Let's play some cards, yeah? And I'll tell you what's going on. I don't think they're checking the fold. Let's put some money in. What is up? Laura Reuter, Officer Tom Friendly, Michael O'Shaughnessy. What is up? DC Sports Mark. My people. Hell yeah, Laura. I'm glad you like the intro music. There's some great friends of mine. Mentiroso. These guys right here. They got a new album out. This one. I think it's quite good. Check it out. Give them a follow anywhere you find music. There's no link in the description today, but there is one in my past videos. Glad you're all here. Well, I'm not in uniform, Officer Tom Friendly, because there's a problem with the environmental controls on the ship. I'm sweating. It's hot as shit. Systems are down. You notice I'm not on my normal setup. Where is everything? How's it all going? What's going on? Wish I could tell you. Oh, I misclicked. That is terrible on my part. We're in trouble. That's an abomination what I did there. God, Jesus. I'm in big trouble. I guess I check. I just don't want this pot to get huge. You need to fold King 10 suited to a 3-bet. Calling it is pretty crazy because here we are. You just don't have to double down on mistakes. We'll just fold. I have no clue. Here, we did not improve. But yes, the environmental controls are down in my ship. Okay, everyone's out of uniform. We can't do it today. I think it was 78 when I got here. Which, let me tell you, when you're putting a starship on the fucking market, that's what you want. Okay? That's what you want to have happen. You want to wake up and go, huh? Interesting. It's mighty warm in here. I got so hung up at work. Yes. That I don't have my computer, my laptop, which is normally how I stream, so I don't have all of the elements on the PC. And the soundboard and stuff that I use doesn't even work on a PC. It's limited to Mac. Times is tough. But I've been so busy that I didn't want to go another day without streaming because I'm not sure I'll be able to do it tomorrow. You know what I mean? I'm calling 13 into a pot that'll be 40 to just spike a set. They might check everything, but it's probably not terrible for us. Into 40. It's interesting. I'm calling and see what happens on the river. And it goes with the jam, huh? Kind of puts me in a bind. No biggie. Mentiroso means liar in Spanish. Yeah, I think it's like exactly like you liar, right? Maybe. But yes. Hence the album name, The Long Con of Misunderstanding, and the fingers crossed there. But I don't think I'm speaking out of class. These are, guys I've known forever. And I think that they all said prior to forming up and writing this record that they were all done being in bands. So I think the name was fitting. I think they had all said independently, I'm done, I'm old. And that record was, I think, 10 years ago to the day. And now the new one's out. All the Things That Ruin Things. And if you like it, you should check them out. Ahoy, Mr. Hank Reuter. Glad you're here. Welcome. Yeah, if you're hanging out, say hello. Chime in. I do have to give a big shout out to somebody. Hold, please. Hold, please. Somebody was very generous. I haven't streamed in like a week. But after that last stream, those of you that saw it or watched it live or were hanging out, it was crazy. I think Chad mentioned it on his show. Andy Schoenert reached out and said, hey, I missed it live, but it was a really good time. And he sent me a very generous Venmo. So thank you very much, Mr. Andy Schoenert. You handsome son of a bitch, you. Yeah, maybe at some point I'll get a Riker tank top. Well, hopefully, again, if I could be wearing the uniform, I would. But there is no shot. I'm sweating. I'm not exaggerating. Life is not good right now. Life is not good. Is today a sign went in my front yard as if this house is going to be sold. Yeah, so it's awesome. Just thousands of dollars to put into a house that I'm leaving. We don't know yet. Maybe it'll be good news. We got them coming tomorrow. But yeah, you get a little more, you get a casual stream. I'm sorry. I wonder if, I don't think that they'll like this, but fuck them. How's that? Like, we need some background music, right? They won't know. They won't know. Maybe they'll know. We need something, and this is what I know that they won't sue me. Well, when the ship is down, Mr. Bruce Tuttle, you get shore leave. And it's not even shore leave. We're just all stuck here sweating it out. Environmental controls are down. It's unbearable. It's almost unsuitable for human life. That's where we're at. And that is why we're chilling. Parlay Popes, what is up, you crazy son bitch, you? You wild son bitch. We are targeting, hopefully, flush draws or weak queens to fold by the river. The flush comes in. This is no good. We make a pair, but he's going to lead. And we're just going to have to fold. It's very attractive, but I just don't. I mean, he could. God, it's so cheap. It's a quarter pot. I'm getting tricked. I'm getting trapped. He's just stealing $10 from me. Oh, 2 pair. He called the raise pre-flop with 7-5 off. I mean, this is good. Life is good. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to moving part, but I have to get there. And I imagine it's quite difficult to sell a home that has no central air when it definitely needs it. I appreciate the pass. We called. Oh, it's so tempting just to lead here myself for a small size. I'm going to check, though. But I don't think they're going to get like as stabby as I'd like. It's a pretty weak hand or weak sizing. We are going to check raise, though, with 2 pair, targeting clubs. Or an ace-x for a bet, you know. But I think the better play probably might have been to lead myself. That's right. Hit that like button, please. And hang out. Enjoy your time here. Oh, you all have to be cooler than I am right now. There's a limped pot where we flop middle pair. We have to see if it gets poked at. When the button calls, like how much king X do they really have? But they do have hands like maybe even 10-9 offsuit, but hands like 10-8, 9-8. The flush comes in, but the button probably doesn't have it. The 10 is good now. I'm going to call one, I think. Here we 3-bet and flop 2 pair. Let's fold. Nodak, what is up, buddy? We got raised. We are going to click it and see what happens. If he's got 4s, he's got 4s, but fuck me. We go tiny. I think we have to fold to a jam. Look, it doesn't hurt. Everybody hit that like button. Tell everybody to do it. Am I net up or down since I've been streaming? On stream, I'm definitely down. Off stream, I don't know. It's occurred to me that I have to start to track some of this stuff a little differently. I think you can just fold here, actually. There's not 3-betting enough. I'm going to tell you that I'm probably down, but very slightly. I think my win rate, I know that my win rate while streaming is low. but that's kind of to be expected. It's really hard to do both. And I'm not that good. I'm not good enough to confidently do both. And I've slightly been I've reviewed a lot of my hands, and I've definitely been overestimating some of my opponents. As a whole, it seems like in the pool, basically, they are like betting their hand. Like, exactly. So I think that, like, I could probably never bluff catch, like as shown earlier, and be really happy with that. From out of position, this is kind of the question that you have to ask, right, is how often is he going to stab? Or is it better if I just bet myself? The 7 pairing isn't great, but it's not like he's got a load of 7, 7, 6, 8, 7 suited. I think now we'll check. That's terrible. I don't like that. I think betting the turn is better. Targeting hands that have a single diamond. The fish 3-bet. A7 stinks. Top pair, shit kicker. It's limped. Like, what's he have? I don't know. Everything. So we'll bet small. Got aces in the top right. It's gotta be good. We're just hoping for some action. Some action would feel nice, wouldn't it? You have to a review of a lot of my hands. Like they're just it's different kind of from when I played previously on Ignition, you know, a couple years ago, a lot, really high volume. They really aren't bluffing enough. Like, which makes a big difference. Calling those river bets instead of just going like, yeah, whatever, they have it. It'll be a pretty big difference. We can go half. There's a lot of we're just targeting diamond hands, suited connectors. Maybe a straight 9. Have my losses been offset by cheesesteak and pizza? I don't think so. Now, maybe, but I don't think so. Though it's not egregious. It's actually it's actually a lot lower than I thought. When I was tracking my stream sessions. Now, when my job's location changes next week, very excited, it will alter my streaming schedule. It'll make streaming easier on days where I can stream, but I'm also going to have to play more poker live, right? Which is really what I want to be doing. So what I'll probably do is post like shorts on Instagram, so make sure you're following on Instagram. It's at Riker Sean. You know, before and after my sessions and stuff like that. I'll be doing a lot more of that and maybe trying to put together session recaps for here, maybe long form. We'll see. I don't know. I guess I'll put the shorts on YouTube also. We could probably call. This person's just not very likely to be doing the thing. So this is really strong. He bets small. Our plan is to check raise and get it in on the turn. What size is nice? That's a good size to make the turn bet like a pot size. Just over for his stack. When you turn a pair, it changes things. I don't know. Jamming is not good anymore because I believed it would work too well as a bluff, which it did. But God, their time banks here so shitty. Which really, using your time wisely at the poker table. These are cash games. Kazuki Kititi. Cash. Kazuki Kitty. Welcome. How in the world did you find us? Look, Parlay Popes. You and Chad and everybody else are going to have to learn the difference between Charleston and Charlestown. Because I only live in one of those places. I only live in one of them. No, I don't think I could move into the casino. Though I'd be lying if I said that the thought of just being homeless hadn't crossed my mind. A tiny stack, just fish, opened. The problem with raising is he can shove just about anything. And he's going to have good hands in there and bad hands. Calling's out of the question. 4-betting is also. I don't think you can 4-bet tens. But yeah, I've considered being homeless. Kazuki Kitty, how are you here? I've noticed sometimes there's people that like, I just assume everybody knows me from the show, from the podcast. But that's crazy. Really my options here are bet tiny or big or check. We're going to go big. We're going to overbet. We're really just targeting their ace X. You watch too many videos. We turn an 8. I think we can bet probably for value now if we go small. We can capture a bet. Well, this is WPT Club Gold. So depending where in the world you are, it's probably legal. I think we have to go really tiny again to get called by worse. He called so fast, I probably could have gone bigger. It's upsetting. We will 3-bet with ace king off. You always assume that everyone watching is from the Chad Duke show, but that's not true. Occasionally, Who was in here that night? I think Rhett was here. There was somebody in, like, that's when I was just eating. That's when I ordered all that food and it took 3 hours to get here. And there was someone from Hawaii watching, like, hey, is this a mukbang? I was like, well, it's turned into one. The poker room still right next to it. It used to be upstairs, right? Parley Popes. So no, it's downstairs now next to the Nine Dragons, which was like the Chinese restaurant. Oh, you're watching Brad Owens. Okay. And somehow I came up. All right. We make very different content. Brad Owens and myself. Ace King is not a slam dunk 4-bet here. You think it is, but these people are severely under 3-betting. Their range is really tight. So Ace King off is like, you know, we kind of need this in our calling range. When he checks, it's pretty, who knows? What's that mean? Maybe he checks everything out of position. We don't know. We're not trying to get check raised. That would not feel good. So betting sucks. I think Arizona, it works. He delay C-bet nearly pot. A giant delay C-bet is kind of fishy. Of course the fucking backdoor flush comes in with the queen. If he follows up, I just have to fold. God. Oh, I'm going to bluff. I think we have very similar hands. So if I don't think that I can lose and like calling I might be chopping, then jamming can't be bad, but some of these players do very odd things. But yeah, I think in Arizona, Club WPT Gold is somehow legal. Because it operates as like a sweeps model. They're somehow legal in California. It's got to be legal there. Nothing's legal in California. Multi-way. There's merit to betting here, but I'm going to check. We're going to check here, pay attention to their size. Neither of them bet, but I think I get more from checking. He bet like a third. I can't raise. I probably could have dunked the turn myself. 9, 18. I don't know. We've talked about this. I'm probably better off never bluff catching. There we go. How can you explain any of this to the uninitiated DC Sports Park? But yeah, I'm going to stay in West Virginia. Parlay Popes, or whoever asked. The Jack forehand. It's infamous. It's infamous. Oh, you sent me a Venmo, Bruce Tuttle. Thank you very much. Let me take a peek here. I'm sorry. I had several hands to look at. I appreciate you. God damn, Bruce. Oh, the contribution for the environmental systems. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. I'll give you a little headbanging. Thank you so much. I'm sorry I don't have all the sounders and stuff. I'm sorry I don't have the red alert and the photon torpedoes. Yeah, I mean, there's no way to possibly explain that usually I have crazy lighting. It sounds like I'm on the bridge of the Enterprise, and I'm wearing a Starfleet uniform. Can't be done. There's no way to explain that to Kazuki Kitty. They can't know. Ugh. Ugh. Looks like flopping two pair on a monotone board. I think I could bet tiny and kind of see what happens. Oh, he had nothing. Generally speaking, Ace King does have a lot of equity here, but people just don't. Again, we're just basing everything now off of pool tendencies being very weak. And that they just bet their hand. I mean, half pot's like on the cusp, I would say, but again, I recently went through everything. Like, if I just never bluff catched, I'd be up a lot more. It's interesting. So Yuri Peleg, who is a pretty amazing coach, a couple years back or last year, there was a crazy high stakes cash bracket thing going on over at Coin Poker. And one of his students was just running it over. Maybe two of them were in there battling. I mean, crazy, crazy deep, crazy big money. It was awesome to kind of see. But anyways, you can find it, I think, on YouTube. Yuri Peleg. He's a coach for Upswing now. But he's like doing a video series of grinding, like going through the micro stakes and how it's like, yeah, man, you can really just play this very ABC poker. Like if they're behaving weak, hey, we could probably stab. We're just gonna fast play our strong hands. Like we just don't need to bluff catch. It's really interesting because these are all things that I kind of intrinsically have thought about and knew. Let's see if a straight flush shows up down here. But seeing him execute, it's pretty neat. There's the straight flush. Probably could have gotten it all. It's just hard. It's really hard for people to fold really strong hands. Yeah, California's rough. I mean, you have card rooms in California, and some very famous ones, and some big ones, some good ones. We'll check again. It's possible for them to start stabbing. Now, God, he can almost bet Ace King for value. I'm going to check, though. Wow. They just checked down. They had 10 deuce. They called pre with 10 deuce. Poker is so alive. Don't let anyone tell you any different. Justice for one. Welcome. Glad you're here. Are you and your husband confirmed for Atlantico Amigos now? You guys are going to make it? Like the smart people I know you are? Oh, I forgot. The hoagie showed up, Josh. I forgot to answer that. Like close to midnight, maybe? I don't know. And it was awful. And I wasn't expecting much because it was from Ruby Tuesdays. It was awful by Ruby Tuesday standards. It was atrocious. Stu Magoo, what's up? Oh, not all right, fish. We got the environmental systems are down on the ship. It's beyond hot. I'm sweating. I'm sweating. And I guess I could have not streamed at all, but that seems silly. It's been a while. I mean, If the only reason that you're following along here is because I wear the Riker suit, I'm sorry. That's a mistake. If you like to hang out, maybe watch some hands, have a good time, then I'm glad you're here. Welcome. Welcome. We're basically just going to bluff. Yeah, you can't do much online, but I think you can technically play this site online in California. Because when they cracked down on all that, this site, I think they were prepared for it, completely overhauled pretty quickly. So you're able, how do they get around it? You could use credits to study. I don't know if that makes sense. The top pair, shady kicker, it's a monotone board. They bet close to half on the flop. We'll see what they do here. We're going to call the turn and kind of play 5th Street Chicken here. And assume if they check, we always win. And when they bet, you remember what we talked about bluff catching? We're not going to do it. It was such a sad hoagie, Josh. Hell yeah. Justice is going to make it. Smart. Yeah, Tahoe for gambling. Yeah, but you have card rooms. You got Hustler Casino. You got a bunch of card rooms. But I don't think they offer other games. So if you don't play cards, then hey-o, we are going to assume that they only have strong hands here. And there's no reason to be fancy. We're just going to shove pre. They're going to snap it off with kings. Let's hold. We don't have to worry about the spade because we win with that too. Nice. Big hand, baby. We're going to check this monotone board because we have the queen of hearts. We turn top pair, top kicker up there. That's nice. They bet small. I think raising, they just fold too much. I think I would really happily raise with a bluff. So that can't be correct when I have value. So we're giving one more chance to bluff. Hey, well, damn. That's a small bet with king, queen. Huh. Huh. Probably could have called there. Yeah, I'm glad you're confirmed. Don't be nervous, Justice. Everybody's nice, and everybody already knows you. Now, you're not like a stranger coming. Nobody knew who I was when I started coming out. But uncomfortable. Nobody likes me. You think I have any friends? I came everywhere by myself. Biker night in the Riker room. Damn right. Everyone's going to be so nice. Lori Wagner's going to be there, too. I mean, she's a fucking celebrity. I know Kimberly Millio will be there. There'll be lots of women there. Based off the Ask Shoot this week, seems like Jason Merrow will be there, and his chick's always with him. I bet sweat was probably a major problem in those Starfleet uniforms. I don't know, mine made in China or whatever. It's balls fucking hot. There is no way I could be wearing it right now. I'd pass out. I'd die. Did you make the red alert sounder yourself? I like it. this was the straddle, so we'll kind of say it's like defending the big blind. Oh shit, I didn't even see them. God, can I change the cards? 8 is not good. Like, what are they calling? I think I could check bet here when the front door flush comes in. Nice. Nice. All right, we're heads up. They're definitely operating in some sort of loophole. But loopholes are legal. I got check raise small. We're going to call. Oh, I forgot. That's my fault. I'm so dumb. See, like watching the chat and everything. It's just, you make so many more mistakes streaming. The short stack did not check raise me with a draw. It just didn't happen. I mean, it's a buck. Ugh. Now they lead. I gotta imagine they have an ace. No, they have trips. That makes sense, actually. Way more sense than ace that they didn't bet the turn with. Well, prediction markets are different. They're different. I don't think they're in a loophole. I think they're okay. Right now, they're just... What's the legislation? They want them to stop supporting, like, sports betting. David Stroll, what is up? What is up? Welcome. Glad you're all hanging out with me tonight. Even though I'm not in uniform, I realize it's a big thing. But again, if you're only here for the uniform, I got bad news for you. So I start to create more stuff. I'm not going to be in the uniform. Okay? So hopefully you're following along because there's other interesting things to follow along with. You know what I mean? I have no idea what the fuck just happened in this hand. This person shoved, right? And they called with an open-ended that wasn't to the nuts because there was a flush draw out there. It's not good. An open and a 3-bet from... Like, ace-queen looks good. It's just not that strong here. Ace-queen suited. I think I can more, like, maybe 4-bet it. Like, my worst 4-bet. Have we seen this thing go off at all? Yeah, I mean, you build up to 4 tables. I mean, when I started playing online, you start with 1, and then 2. 4 here, it's very hard to actually stream and play 4. But, again, upon a lot of review, I think I have simplified it to Oh, they bet big? Yes, they strong. Ooh. Did they actually launch that goddamn shuttle? I stopped trying to follow along. We're not going to the moon, Josh. We ain't going. Ain't never been. Where's Orgy? Come on, Orgy's never hung out in the stream, dick. That fucking son of a bitch. If it wasn't so hot, I was going to do an April Fool's bit. I mean, I don't know how much of an April Fool's it was going to be, but one, it's hot. Two, I've got my glasses packed up from the Skater Sean days. But I was going to put on the, crazy tank top and the glasses and, just throw up a stream and start shooting, throwing videos around like it was Heavy Riders. I was going to do my own hacky bit. Did we go to the freaking moon, man? Did we launch a shuttle anywhere? Yeah, so what they're doing on this site just until the 4th, as they call it, chip dump. Where they randomly award prizes, so it makes the games a little better. Some of the prizes are a ticket to a tournament. I forgot. Someone asked earlier how close we were to our own tournament. We were 2/3. I forgot who asked that. I looked at it and I was going to address it. We're 2/3 of the way there. So we only need another 1,000 watch hours. So it really helps if I can stream, which, of course, again, next week, I will no longer be commuting. So on days where I can stream, better believe I'll be here. I really like this song. So we're just going to listen to it.
Recognize the face in the mirror.
Now, you might hear this and be like, oh, it's some sort of Chachi love song. Now, think about that this song is about dementia.
I'll do all I can. Just please come back. Holding out for just a glimpse of a memory, a memory. I'm doing all I can just to guide you back, to guide you back. Oh. Holding out for just a glimpse of a memory. I'm doing all I can just to guide you back, guide you Look to the stars, they seem familiar. Remind us of life, love, lust, and sorrow. Only the stars are counted as constants. Can't recognize the face in the mirror.
Okay. Look, you just have to indulge me. It's the way it is. I'm in control. There's nothing you can do about it. We live in a covered dome. Look, I think anything's possible. We could be in the Matrix. This is Mentiroso. They're also my opening music. Right here. Mentiroso. That was off their new album that just came out yesterday, today. All the Things That Ruin Things. But they're good friends of mine. It's mastered by the great and powerful Pete Evick. Now we're into some remix. Another friend of theirs remixed some of their songs. So they threw it on the record. But yeah, check them out. Right here. Album, The Long Con of Misunderstanding. And their new one, All the Things That Ruin Things. It's everywhere. Ah, it's huge. Get out of here. There you go. See? Lori Wagner throwing down the knowledge on justice. Having nothing to worry about. Everyone's nice. Everyone's welcoming. I'll have to just take everybody's word for it that the beer is good. But everybody seems to like the beer. Even privately. No one's like whispered in my ear, it's not that good. It's never happened. Never, not once. And Hank chimes in with the food. He's right. And then Lori said some very kind things about all the people you get to meet, Justice. Kimberly, Sarah from Evan and Sarah. Corey Rita, he's the best. John Rage. Scott Bergson, that's right. He'll be there, I'm sure. Sean, I mean, look, meeting me, no prize. I'm awkward. But everybody. Ron, Mary Lou, Enoch, Ted, Ant-Man, Princess Duke, yeah, they're all the best. Everybody's the best. Everybody's the best. Did they donk? Is that what happened? We're going to call one. Sure. Now we'll fold. When he bets small again, I think he's just trying to like get the showdown cheaply, but we need to charge some of those flush draws a little more. But they don't want to play for more money, so you can't go too nuts. Yeah, everybody should feel comfortable. Live events are so fun, and they are really comfortable. Crazy remix. The Meeks might mind if I stream it. I don't know. I don't even know Meeks. Whatever. We'll just take it down. We'll just mute everything. Yes, the Mexican music that is attached to Mentiroso on Spotify. I don't know why. They can't help it. Spotify does that. I'm way less awkward. Justice, thank you for the kind words. You're far too kind. I'm way less awkward on this side of the computer. You've seen the pictures of me in real life. They're awkward. I'm awkward. I'm just not awkward in front of the microphone talking into a computer. We 3-bet ace king from the blind against a short stack. We're going to bet small. Yeah, we're encouraging them at that point when they have no chips to just jam their overpairs, which they probably will do. And then they just fold a lot. I'm glad you guys are hanging out tonight. Stu Magoo, you got to sell your wife on traveling across the whole country. Yeah, well, it's beautiful. And in the spring, it's great here. Look, you know, the beer launch for your favorite radio/podcast community is just a perk. You can tell her you're bringing her to the Blue Ridge. Which is beautiful. Oh, this person's jamming everything. King 8 is close. Like when they're just jamming everything. We'll have to see how far that extends. God, this would be the hand for it. Please jam. Jam. If he jams, I'll get it in. Damn it. Again, we're going to 3-bet the shorter stack. If he jams, we'll call with ace-king. We flop an ace. That's really good. Against the short stack, right, the SPR is 1. We're going to bet really small. I hope he has diamonds. If he has an 8, he has an 8, but I just don't see how. Oh, he spiked 2 pair, that son of a bitch. It's all right. They're still in play. Yeah, you can't. You have to listen. You just have to pull up the record and listen to it in its entirety. But yeah, it does shuffle it for whatever reason, Josh. Hank Reuter. I know Hank and Laura Reuter. They come up from Richmond. Everybody's so nice. Oh, this guy's jamming. King 10. Why can't they just be suited? I'd be in there. There was an open from early position, a 3-bet. Ace queen off is just not good enough to 4-bet. He had 7s versus ace queen. The 7s hold. Now that he's doubled up, I expect him to either leave. I mean, they'll really let you get away with any screen name on this site. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I'm not going to say it. Somehow, I will say the word, and some random will click into the video and hear that word and cancel me somehow before I've begun. All right, Lori Wagner, you're just far too kind. Far too kind, far too generous. You're so sweet. Thank you. That's very kind. Did I even... What happened there? Did they open fold? Can you do that? I'll see if we can just limp. He probably wouldn't. Shouldn't let that happen. Well. I don't think he's let that fly yet. Look, this might be the perfect crowd for you, Stu Magoo. I'm telling you. These are all people that really listen, like really enjoy a podcast. We're all a little weird. We're all a little off, man. Gonna have to go get some drinks. Dude, it's so hot in here. If my office was still in the basement, you know how more comfortable I would be right now? Oh. But no. I'm up in the fucking upstairs. The person in the middle might not bet an ace or a king that often. The button probably should. We'll check and see what Toff does here. I bet 6 and a 12. They called. What in the fuck is going on here? It's so tempting to call, and this one might be close, but I'm just gonna let it go. Like a 9 is like deceptively good. That guy probably doesn't bet thin enough, man. Ooh. I mean, he found the bet. I'm kind of impressed. Hank Reuter wants Stu Magoo to bring his wife on the Chad Duke Show World Tour. That's so good. That's so good. I'm so excited. I can't believe how close it is. And then the Hillcats game on the 10th. Jesus. I've got a little too much. I kind of have too much going on at the moment. kind of too much. All right, we gotta sit out, or we gotta grab a drink. We'll be right back. Don't worry. I'm back. Don't worry. We can probably fold that and that and this. Damn, 2012 Justice. Did you used to live in the area? All right, let's go with some kings. Come on. Oh, Sean Poker calls on the button. Sean Poker's got some small pairs and suited connectors. A little bit quarter pot. Just a snap call. Sick. The spades come in. I'd really like to set my own price. We'll go small again. He jams. I have to imagine that he's got a hand like A6, A7, A8, whatever, of spades, and we'll just let it go. Can't get too attached here. You just listen to all the CDs as you drive across the country. And your wife will know everything that's going on, pretty much. It'll all make complete sense then. Holy shit. Stu Magoo and Justice for What both have the most interesting origin stories I've ever heard. Okay, so Stu, you found them when they were in Arizona. How did I just get check raise jammed? Not jammed, but... Oh, I need time, you fucks. This feels gross. God, and they charge you so much for time. They opened I 3-bet. Dude, how's it going to cost me $1 just to get longer to think about this? This is gross. Look, I don't think turn check raises. Fuck me. I just don't know what they have. Did they check queens twice? Oh, I'm going to fold. Jesus Christ. I don't know. 4-3. I mean, that's sick, dude. That makes me sick. Like, if I just had more time. I mean, the story made no sense. Oh, those fuckers. It's so upsetting. And then Justice had a friend randomly find Bode. I mean, that's amazing. Stupid Toph. I knew it was so full of shit. I mean, literally the only hands I was able to come up with was queens, which are 3 combos. But I mean, that's setting money on fire. Because I'm gonna have hands. I'm just trying to think if her move was ever, like, it got me to fold, but but I don't think that works against most people. I don't know. I don't think it's. I'm just trying to think. Like, does that really work well in this pool? And my feeling is no. Like, you're basically only ever folding out hands that you beat. Like, if I was bluffing or had a flush draw. Versus an early position open. Ace Queen is not a 3-bet. Now, with the caller in between, like, I could try to isolate versus them. Because they're fishier. Where, like, I'm going to do better post-flop than they will. Can I float a small bet with 2 overs? Yeah. Then we'll just give up. Oh, founding member, Stu. Very nice. Man, God, what a great thing to happen, Justice. I'm trying to think if I've ever, like, in 2012. Oh, I just want to call here and hope I can get it through. If I get it through, I mean, like I don't get raised. I think I end up closing the action there enough. Just fold. What a fortunate thing. I think a friend of mine told me about Bode when they were on here. I don't remember what year it was. When they were on WJFK. We have to call one. We don't have to. 4 ways. I mean, it's kind of a big bet multi-way. I have a gut shot. On a king high board, I don't expect it to get stabbed a lot. In a limped pot. So I'm just going to bet myself really small. We're just trying to get called by some random 7 or a random 5 or something. Man, an Arizona visit. I don't know. I'd love to go. I've only passed through Arizona. 100 years ago, driving across the country. He checked pretty quick. He checked again pretty quick. God damn it. How do you flop a or river a set and be like, well, I don't know. I think I only get raised by flushes, but I can get called by worse. Like a week 10 or something just non-believing on the river. There it went for Styles. Yeah, this is the random Spanish music that Josh was talking about. That's somehow mixed in. So you heard them when they were on WJFK? Wow. So it flipped in '09. So yeah, I guess sometime before then I was listening. And then there was like a strange lull for me. I think it's because I'm dumb and I couldn't figure out podcasts. But then I was listening and I started to come out maybe the last year of Bode. Yeah, well, had to have been 05 or 06 for Stu, right? They were in Arizona. Wow. Yeah, I can't remember. I remember a friend told me to check it out. And I was like, wow, this is really good. I was like, wow, that Chad guy's really good. WJFK was so good for a while. You had Stern in the morning. Oh, when A was on at one point, Ron and Fez I'd listen to in the evenings when they were on there. God, it was so much. It was so good. Don and Mike Afternoon Drive when I was growing up was great. I can't call that bet with just a gut shot. One of my outs is dirty. I don't know, I'm really going to take some liberties with my friend's music as background music. They'll forgive me. Let's see. I was working in Tyson's when I heard them bowed first. When did I leave Tyson's? Maybe I was 23, so that was 17 years ago. What's 17 years ago? I can't do the math. Might have been before then. Maybe I was 22, 21, I don't know. Really bad with that. I don't remember dates of anything. Dang, Lori Wagner, OG. Yeah, man, it's funny because I'm like, well, I left Tyson's, but when was I hanging out? So I know it was my friend Phil that recommended them. And we were hanging out a lot between when I was like 18 and 22, maybe. I'm 40 now. So, sometime in then. So it could have been 06, something like, who knows, ish. This is Gulliver. Lori Wagner. Mentirosa fan. I like it.
Onwards her glory retail. Battle the swords die like men.
Oh, Tyson's Corner. Tyson's Corner, it's like a place. Everyone just calls it Tyson's. But Tyson's Corner is a location. It's where the dealership I worked at. I worked at Tyson's Jeep from when I was 16 until I don't know when. Might have been 23 or 24. Which was a crazy commute to make for $8.50 an hour when I was 16 years old. You had to take the toll road commuting into Tyson's. So I had to pay tolls and everything. Yep. I started there when I was 15 in the summer because my grandfather owned the dealership. Then at 16, I dropped out of high school. And I went back to emptying trash there. And the techs, they knew me. And they liked me. And they knew like I was a hard worker. And they talked to me and they were like, so what are you going to do? And I was a 16-year-old kid who had dropped out of high school. So I went, what do you mean? So I have a gut shot down here, which is just fucking dangerous. Like, what am I hoping happens? We'll just let it go now. Like, what's a jack do for me? Like, I'm beat by an ace all the time. But yeah, some techs that work there. Really nice guys. You know, we're like, what are you going to do, man? And I was a dumb kid. And I go, what do you mean? They said, you dropped out of school. Like, what's your plan? And of course, I didn't have one. They said, well, your family owns the joint. You should ask if you could be an apprentice because you should learn a trade. So I asked my boss, who I was not related to. And I guess he asked my dad. I found this out later, right? So I got told no. And then I kept emptying trash and cleaning cars and sweeping the floors. And I asked again. And I was told no. And then I asked again, and my boss told me yes. I'd known my boss my whole life because he'd worked for my dad my whole life. I was like, geez, finally. I thought he was out to get me, you know? And it turns out my dad was the one that was saying no because he was like, well, you're kind of a dummy. Like, I don't know that you know how to do this, and, like, you're my son, and if it doesn't work out, I'm going to have to fire you. But I knew you could empty trash, so I was just going to let you keep doing that. And fortunately, I had an aptitude for it. And was willing to work really hard. We're going to keep bluffing here, right? We got all sorts of flush draws to attack. And sometimes we get there on the river with a 10. Oh, we got check raised. If he's check raising this size with the bluff, good for him. But I don't think it's happening. So middays was 2006 to 2007. So I heard them middays because I had to go out of my way to hear them. So that would make sense then. We didn't listen to talk radio in the shop. I mean, you can't hear it. You just listen to music. So that would make sense. The Kevin Smith, welcome, buddy. Good to see you again. You haven't been here in forever, man. What you been doing? Where you been? Probably working, I know. Oh, my God. Again, we're going to try for the bluff here because it just should work well. You gotta love it, Stu. You fell into a job. That's what I did. Falling into a job's nice. Auto insurance claims. Goodness gracious. Holy shit, Lori Wagner. What kind of, that's an awesome story. You picked up Dennis and Murphy at the airport in a limo and took them to the hotel. We flop bottom set on an ace high board where the blinds are the callers. This is good news. About a third. Queens on a 2 ace flop, not the best hand. But makes it hard for them to have ace. Ace of spades is out there. The king of spades is out there. I hold the queen of spades. We'll check again. We got check raise. This is just nothing but good vibes here, man. We're definitely going to raise back. What's the pot? Yep, we're going to jam this here turn for a slight overbet. They've only got 60 back. We're going to put it in. It looks awfully fishy. Ooh, I thought they'd call. Jacks is pretty good on the button. Love to see it. This person's pretty tight. Won't slow us down. We're definitely 3-betting. If they 4-bet, though, fishy station called. I don't think they actually have a lot of aces when they call. I think it's a lot of pairs and like suited connectors. I think now we do want to charge if they have those suited connectors. I mean, I got earlier. I hate face like a turn check raise is so underbluffed, but did they check an ace twice to check raise it? Most fish just don't have it in them. I guess they could have a deuce somehow. I don't know. I don't believe you. Oh, they got it. They had quads. I mean, there you go. I mean, I called pocket pairs. I didn't think twos. Twos is out of fucking line. Twos is out of line, ma'am. Usually the pocket pairs you see in there, like, you know, 9s and 8s and 7s and 6s. They bet pretty big. I'm going to check raise big, jam most turns. We're definitely calling. We have, a lot of outs. And we miss them all. Such is life. You got to win those hands sometimes. I mean, he had just a 10. Sick, dude. I was in such better shape than I thought. Oh, Justice chasing her dreams too. Accountant. look, you know, it's just a career. This is sick. About a sick run. A sick run. Probably gonna have to get off here soon. What time is it? Oh yeah. I'm gonna log off and lick my wounds. The drab in the mankini was fantastic. God, 100 ways here. I opened. But getting raised here by a flush draw would suck so bad. I have a gut shot with 2 overs. I picked up equity on the spade turn. We're definitely going to call. The flush does come in. Yeah, okay. God, I was like, this can't be. Just getting spanked. Well, we finally got one back. And then we're dealt kings the next hand. Oh, and I get a walk. Boo. It's cold down below. Dust copper. Not of the head. Anyone here play video games? I got Crimson Desert. I just haven't gotten into it yet. Apparently it takes a little bit. I've been obsessed with playing Elden Ring, which I get a lot of joy out of, even only playing for a little. You know? When the button opens, we can 3-bet ace queen off. So pretty wide. Ew. Opening fours is actually a little crazy. And you end up going multi-way so much, like you have to hit a 4. But whatever. So Pete Laurie is a local guy. He's from Manassas. We have to call. We river trips on a board where every single straight is available. You bet so small, though. Like, you never have to be right. Yeah. So Pete's from Manassas. So Kurt, he plays guitar for Manny Rosso. And this is all recorded at his house. Has known Pete forever. He introduced me to Pete, I don't know, 15 years ago. And Pete's been mastering music for a long time. He's been a producer for quite a while. So yeah, I think like Gert was just able to have, and they're good friends. So I think it was something Pete was happy to do. He actually had very nice words for Kurt on his Facebook when he shared the new record. He said it was, if this really is Kurt's swan song, it's the best record he's ever written. Which is high praise from Pete. He mastered both. JB does all like the pre-production, and I am gonna butcher his last name, so I'm not gonna try. But he's like a lifer. He's Danish, and he has a band called Herder. And we met him when he was playing bass in Aborted, which is like a grind metal, death metal band. It's been around forever. They're pretty fantastic if you like that, and we do. The same guy that had, he didn't bet with nothing. He just overvalued like second pair or something, right? Oh, Stu's gaming money went to Black Lights in Charm City. Well, it's a good deal. Mine too. But yeah, it's funny. So I can't remember what. It was like a funny story with JB. So again, he's like lives in Denmark. But his band Herder is preposterous. I mean, I have to call with 9/8 suited. It has to be good. Versus $5 shove. Followed by gut shot, nothing else. I bet really tiny. The dry side pot. I can. Come on, hit. There we go. So JB did all the does like the pre-production, and on the first record, he knew who Pete was because fucking back in the day, Pete produced like a pretty big underground metal album, like in the in the cassette tape trading days, and he was in the liner notes, and JB like freaked out. He was like, "Wait, Pete Evick mastered this? Like he worked on something that I worked on?" I was like, "Yeah, man." And so JB went nuts. You know, in an email from wherever he's living now. One of those countries that pays musicians. Like you can survive being a lifer. But JB's like deep. Loves music. He'll do anything. He's always, you know, doing roadie work, whatever. He's a very talented musician himself. Herder. They say Herder's harder. And it's so hard to find their music. It's like impossible. Josh Kim, what's up, buddy? Not pizza time yet. I was briefly in a couple of bands, but we never recorded anything. So you can't find anything with me. Nothing. The Chad Duke Show chiming in. The environmental controls are down. I'm sweating. So we're all out of uniform. I'm sweating in my house. I'm trying to sell, which now would be impossible to sell. So if you come here to be negative, ship it. I don't need any more negativity. You're late. All these questions have been asked and answered. We've had great chats going on in here. You know that Justice has never lived in the area? That she found Bode because a co-worker like found Bode somehow? It's amazing. Stu Magoo's in here. Was a teenager listening to you in Arizona? We're getting some fucking history. You know, all my equipment's down, so the stream looks funny. I mean, we're just dealing with what we got. The options were do it like this and be casual, or not stream again. Them's was the options. We chose to stream. It's been a while. I've been busy as shit. So we're streaming. At least for another little bit. Hey. I make my own rules. Can't wear that uniform. I'm sweating in this. We got to take what we got. I woke up this morning and the AC had ceased to function. So you're aware that it was warm today. How do you think the house is? And I'm no longer in the basement. So, yeah, everything's going great in here. Let me tell you. There's nothing like facing down thousands of dollars of repair for a property I'm selling. There's a goddamn for sale sign in the front fucking yard. Good thing I told my job to pound sand and I don't want to work where all the money is anymore. I think I'm just going to be homeless. Fuck it. I'll drop the stuff off at the studio. I don't know. I'm bringing a giant fan in here. We're getting things out of the house, DC Sports Park. We're not bringing anything new in. We're not in the bringing new shit in business. All right? Oh, we've been having a good time. You're coming in here questioning my attire. This is my starship. You'd be ornery too if you came home to your house and it was 80 fucking degrees. We're having a good time. Join in the fun. A random stumbled in earlier. They left pretty quick. I can't retain any randoms. Somehow YouTube pushes them to me, and they lasted 8 minutes, if that. Sorry. I want people to watch me, not just for the uniform. It's crazy. I'm not always going to be in the uniform. I want you to enjoy the hang, man. I want everyone to be positive in here. Nothing but good vibes. I know I'm asking for a lot on the internet. I do have a Riker's life is a fable of misfortune. You're right, Josh Kim. It's bad. It comes in waves. It'll all work out. Just might cost me even more money. Who cares? What I know is that I have once been homeless with $0 in the bank account. I will be all right. I got high-class problems today. The AC doesn't work in my nice house. Things are certainly good. Huh. So tempted to fucking... raise. Let me bet small again. I think I can just attack it. And we're going to keep it up. I'm going to bet a little over pot. I think I can get an ace to fold. If he doesn't fold it, he doesn't fold it, but I think that I can. Oh, brutal. Brutal.
Been so long, it's hard to tell. Dancing shapes so past the hell.
All right. We'll be winding it down here soon. Thank you all so much for hanging out tonight, joining me in the fun. I've had a great time. I hope you have as well. We are 2/3 of the way for our very own poker tournament, the Riker Tournament Invitational. Now, most of you that know I have a zillion things going on. So, of course, if we hit that number while I'm in the middle of moving, it'll take a minute to fucking set up. But it will happen. So, yeah, check out the videos. You know, go back and watch the old ones and all that fun stuff. Put them on while you're doing the dishes even. Justice likes to listen while she's going to sleep somehow. I don't know what's going on there. I'm going to have a lot of questions for her and her husband on the 25th, where I expect to see every single one of you at Atlantico Amigos at Fairwinds, April 25th. Everybody likes a time. I'm pretty sure their doors open at noon. Get there. Line up early. You know, you get to hang out with everybody. What's the big deal? All right? But yeah, we don't have all our elements, so there won't be a crazy outro video today. Today, it's just going to vanish. It's just going to disappear. That's the way it's going to be. It's the way it has to be. But yes, thank you all for being here. I've had a great time. Hold on, we have the very special shout out. We have no sounders. To the great and powerful Bruce Tuttle, who, let's face it, is the most handsome, smartest, most generous people I've ever known. It just is. These are just facts. Thank you very much.